Alex Answer here, and obviously I'm in a house. I have retreated from the place that I was at, and I drove about 3 or 4 hours. Just please, stop. I mean, what else is a guy to do? You don't have money for land. Most people don't trust outsiders in some of these areas. And I go there with an open heart, like, I want to have this now, and things don't work like that. So I decided that that was not a place that I was just going to hang out, driving around. I have a friend that rents this place, and she's a good woman. We've had our differences. I'm glad that I've never spoken ill of her. We've had our little debates, but we are also, she's like a sister. And for someone to see what I'm going through and say, hey, keys are over there. Knock yourself out. Have a week to yourself. God does work in mysterious ways. And part of me just feels like I can cry for a long time right now if I wasn't so numb. You know, I volunteered in a couple Facebook pages in that area that I went to do some labor for a place to park. You know, it's good to be willing to do hard work. You also get yourself in bad situations when you just put yourself out there like that. Now, the people didn't do anything wrong per se, but I explained before I went up there, I have a part-time job. I need to be online 3 hours a day. And we need to figure this out because if I'm going to come and my internet doesn't work, which was already communicated, I need to be working on my blog posts. I need to do that every day. That's why I have to have internet. What little money is coming in, thank you for some of the donations that have come in, but the main chunk is that part-time job. So I have to be online. And that has ultimately, and also along with AdSense, has helped finance the moving of the RV, the paying for the gasoline. And I'm grateful to have the RV, and I'm grateful to have driven and seen the places that I have. But there's actually a lot of thoughts that I want to share. It's almost as if like we're running out of land, we're running out of space. I mean, I've seen all of these parts of Colorado colonized by the wealthy. And I also know I live in a reality where the BLM, as corrupt as it is, why is it that the BLM is the place where I would end up parking, but not so much someone's private residence? Because people really are like that. They have theirs for them and their girlfriend and their husband and their family. And then there's Alex Ansary, who's just on his own, driving around, trying to find some grounding and being willing, despite all the times that I've been burned, to drive up to visit someone and volunteer to work on their property. And I was excited about it. Seeing the llamas, seeing the cows, and what I got the feeling these people don't see me as friends or as a friend. These people aren't bothering to get to know me. These people aren't bothering to ask me how I can help them market their business. And so, you know, I get there and I park in a nearby park, and at no point in the 24 hours was I there did anyone say, hey, Alex, we're opening up the gate. It's like, no, let's see about this guy. And who knows if there was some sort of and this always happens after the fact, gee, I wonder what that guy talks about on YouTube. Holy shit, Arconic influence over Western women? See, I'm not going to stop being who I am. And there is energetic backlash when I say the things that I say. It's like, I call it the double diss. See, it's one thing for people to hear voices in their head and go, that guy's no good, that guy's no good. I don't know why, but something's telling me that guy's no good. Like some sort of a mind control implant. But the other version is, oh, that guy's good. Let me open up my home to him. Oh, and a few hours later, you know, with very little interaction between us, just a sense of coldness. And so when this person came out and I'm on the deck working on the internet, says, are you still working on the internet? Really? I come up willing to feed your pigs, to feed your cows. You know, and you're willing and dealing on the phone. Oh yeah, we're going to charge you $4,500 for this special deluxe. Like, literally, what do you see me, some kind of bum? What do you just go through people in RVs? Here's some shit. Shovel it. Park over there. And I said years ago, you know, as the economy collapses and more people are moving around trying to go off grid, you're going to have the would-be slave masters. There was just like this, you know, one day it's like, hey, no, don't worry about it. No. Come inside the house. You can work on your stuff here. And then I'm 5 minutes into working on it. She's like, you know what? I can't focus with you even sitting in the room, hearing that typing. Could you go outside? I did not drive hours to a stranger's place to, you know, not feel trusted by your teenage daughter who is training me on feeding the farm animals. I was polite. I didn't eyeball the teenage girl. Oh, maybe I can't be trusted because I'm not looking at her. Yeah, because I'm being professional. I'm here with a smile on my face. I'm grateful you're allowing me to park here. Just as you use the internet a few hours because mine dropped. What do you need done? And so some told me, get out of there. And I'll be honest with you. Some told me something wasn't right immediately when that person contacted me and said, yeah, 90 minutes of livestock work a day. Is that cool? Without even like getting to know me. And I'm like, okay, sure. I said, it seems a little steep. Is it shoveling shit? Oh no, it's just simple livestock work. What's missing is friendliness. What's missing is people respecting each other. And then I try to get information about the particular subdivision. And I tell multiple people, hey, I'm interested in a down payment, making a down payment of several $1,000s and making payments. It's like, oh my God, I'm really that poor? Apparently so. In the land where a lot of the landowners, and you know, they want the full payment. It's not Costilla County. So I just really need to share this. People have been watching my travels. I've also talked about the Arconic influence over men and women. And yet you have people like my friend here, you know, my sister from another mother. And so I have the next week to myself in this house. She said, go to my house and make a lot of videos. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a lot of videos over the course of the next couple of days. I have not kept up with meditation. There's actually a friend that brought me back into his meditation course, which he does online, and I've missed several of them already because I'm on the road. And I'm not going to tell you some of the things that we talk about, but this is a fairly intuitive friend of mine. He's actually been on my show before. And there's things that he can see going on with me being attacked in spirit that other people don't understand. And it's like when we go through these periods in our life for growth, and we're working on grounding out certain pain and other things and seeking to become clear, not in a Scientology way, but like a clear consciousness. And when we're striving to make headway, and then when I personally go on YouTube and I start getting into certain topics, like weird shit happens in my life energetically. I mean, you can be like a little spiritual guru and try to do everything fucking right and treat people with respect. And there's still going to be that archonic interference in the lives of those that are trying to enlighten others about things. This is why society is not for me. This is why I'm the individual that actually look at like a hole in the ground and see a home. Just give me an underground home. Give me a shovel. All right, it's time to get at it. I may have overlooked certain properties in the northern New Mexico area. And I just want to say I have no plans of leaving the American Southwest just to drive and hope it'll work out this time. No, I'm not leaving this region for anyone or anything. I mean, it would have to be an amazing girlfriend, an amazing job opportunity, not just traveling. And I appreciate some offers that have come in over the years to travel to other states and other areas. I'm not leaving this area right now. So I'm in the New Mexico area, about a half hour, 40 minutes outside of Espanola, which is not a great place. It's like one of the murder capitals of the country. And I just got to say, it's heartbreaking to go from these crime-ridden areas where I don't want to park to go, oh, I'm going to go over here. And it's like, boom, bling, bling, bling. How much money you got? No parking. No soup for you. No park for you. No park for you. And then it's like, oh my God, it is like the fucking rise of the war on overnight parking. No overnight parking at a fucking Walmart? You're kidding me. Town I went to, no parking here. No parking there. No parking here. No parking there. I'm not saying I'm never going back to that place. I'm not going to that place without a plan, without things established. And how do you do that without significant money? You develop friendships. Well, what do you do when the very people that reach out go Arconic on you or toy with you? Here's another example. And I'll get more detailed as this week goes on. I'll get detailed into how we face certain Arconic influence. I'm not going to bullshit you that I have the ultimate solution how to deal with that beyond grounding, meditation, spiritual practice, moral action, and take care of your body, mind, and spirit. So we'll talk more about those things which are general. But how do you deal with a situation like that where people are like, oh yeah, come on over. Oh, we would love to have you make a commercial for our spa business. And then she doesn't even get back to me once I actually get there in the parking lot. So before I actually get to town, you're telling me, look me up. And then I get there and it's like, oh, I know, you went to my YouTube channel. That's what it was. Alex Answer, talking about the Arconic influence over yada, yada, yada. How's that dude going to make a spa commercial? Have you even given me a chance? Have you heard of the concept of I make a commercial for you? We create a Google Plus page and a Facebook page and a YouTube channel for you and your business. It does not have to come back to me. It does not have to go on my channel. And it's possible that they're not looking at my channel. They go unconscious, like they drop. It's like a game. Hey, Alex, come over here. Hey, Alex, come over here. We'll be your friends. Pull up, park, I'm here. And then all there is one person going, yeah, we got some pigs for you to fucking feed. And by the way, are you done with the internet yet? I mean, it was humiliating. You don't invite someone to your home. First of all, you trusted me, obviously. When your blonde teenage daughter drove me the mile back to my RV outside your fucking locked gates, you obviously trusted me to a point. And then we go to sleep and I make a video last night. I do the podcast out in the parking lot. I'm feeling the moment. I'm feeling the spirit. I'm seeing the stars. And I wake up and get completely dirty, got mud all over and then you aren't even friendly about the fact that you've got a worker there. So I have not become a person that's like, I can't trust anybody. I can't trust anybody. I trust plenty of people. And I've let plenty of people into my life. And I've met up with plenty of viewers. And some of them are cool. The young lady and the boyfriend up in Manitou Springs, You're cool. Of course, we didn't live together, but for the 3 hours we were hanging out, you two were cool. Other people that I've met were cool. My friend here knows this place. I left this place once in a tissy fit. I'll tell you what, when friends can have a little squabble, especially between men and women, and they have like an actual friendship that's platonic, that's not sexually based, and you work out your frustrations, you say sorry. You know, I can bring myself, just tell this person I love her like a sister now. And I'm so glad I never spoke ill of her on this channel. Because I listen to that voice inside my head, and I have discernment. And I know what good women are. And they are out there. And I do believe that they are the minority of the human population. In this particular day and age, like genuine goodness, outside the box of just judging a man based on how much money he has. You know how many women have been afraid that I'm some sort of a fucking douchebag that lives off people? I have enough money right now to rent a cheap place. And you know what, folks? Cheap property, cheap rental, $300 a month, $400 a month, $500 a month. This place is $500 a month. Now, when you deal with a situation where there are two people that are bringing in some income, $250 each, I mean, compare that to what couples are paying in a city like Portland or New York. Like, it is so much more affordable to live here. That's also why there's a backlash against the lower income residents that are going in for some of these cheaper apartments. There's a sense of resentment. There's not enough resentment on the local level, whether we talk about Costilla County or other counties, towards the ultra wealthy. People see it as a positive. Ooh, yeah, it brings more tax money, raises the value of the property. And so right now there's a storm taking place in Colorado. You have homeless all over the state, all over the country. You have 20,000 people per month moving to Denver just because of that shit. Like, what kind of a zombie apocalypse is this? That's something as simple as decriminalizing marijuana creates an overpopulation problem, creates a homeless epidemic. People arriving like, oh, gotta get there. You know? I've got nothing against marijuana. You know that. But this whole cult like, ooh, yeah, we're winning. You ain't winning shit. They only legalize this shit to pacify us. Nobody likes to hear me say that. And I do smoke once in a while, but that's the truth of what's going on. Something's going on. And it's paralleling this zombie idiocracy, sleepwalking into whatever reality we're moving into. Well, people are literally touching themselves and having fantasies of Sanders as the president. All guns will be banned that are not hunting guns. And then you've got Trump, 1 in 4 Muslims say they want, well, where are the fucking terror attacks then? You fucking retard monkeys that think Trump is for real. We have off-the-gridders that have become classists in their own right. It's like amongst the lower income off-grid folks, it's like now it's like, oh my God, what would happen if we were to befriend this person? And oftentimes the people that do reach out, I have to use discernment. Is this a trap? Are they just feeling good vibes right now because, ooh, yeah, I like you. I've seen your videos. And then you meet someone like that guy in Netherlands. Dude, you had the balls to message me and say you want to talk about alternative medicine and Gnostic thought. That's how you contacted me, dude. And what happened? You picked me up. We went in your car. We got to blow in your little device because you got a Dewey. You rant at me for an hour and we go hiking. That's all about the Jews. And you now don't understand what I'm talking about when I talk about the Arconic overreach above Zionism. The spiritual top-down Zionism is Arconic. But Zionism is not the root of the evil on this earth. What a ridiculous thing to suggest. And this dude and his douchebag friend want to argue with me? Oh, let's get some alcohol in our systems here, have a beer or two, you want a shot? And then the real monsters come out. You want to pitch me on white supremacy? You want to tell me all Muslims are terrorists? You want to tell me all black people want to rape white women? You want to tell me our society would be better if we were segregated? And then I ask his friend, what do you think about mixed race individuals? Don't like it. And then I basically talked about myself. Well, what about me in the fucking world that I've been living in? And I won't go down that rant because you've already heard it. And a lot of you are in violent denial because your consciousness is so blunted with a hammer that because you see me as some white guy, or because you say you like this channel, that you cannot conceive of what it's like in my shoes when I walk in grocery stores those days, maybe when I haven't shaved and heads turn. You just can't conceive of people that actually harbor negative thoughts about outsiders or people that think differently or look differently. So I let this guy have it, and I felt bad about it. While it was going on, like, oh, this is this guy's house. Shouldn't disrespect the guy in his own house, but I am going to stand up for myself, and I demand to be taken home. What was also interesting is his girlfriend, his pretty blonde girlfriend from Fort Collins, was genuinely, I could feel it, interested in what I was saying. And she talked about how she felt there was some sort of a spell to tell people to come and move in the heavily populated area of the Front Range of northern Colorado. It's the Arconic influence. Might as well be an alienation as far as I'm concerned. But she is still his bitch. Not only that, I was talking about certain people that a certain individual that will remain unnamed, who's in the alternative media, that lost his mind when he tried to, and we're not talking about Alex Jones, but another person, mix his girlfriend with his wife and have everybody on the same roof. And not everybody knows this, but that moment that Mr. 528 Hertz, I just gave it away, when Mr. 528 Hertz flipped his shit, he's working his wife and his girlfriend. And how about all these women that are like hot for that type of shit? I was talking about how I believe that he welcomed evil into his life by playing both women. Well, when I said that, some weird energy took place in the room where I saw her and him kind of have a knowing look. Okay, it was obvious somebody was cheating on somebody and they were hooking up. And so she just happened to be there in the background, again, as we're going through this debate, and perhaps she was probably turned on a little bit by the raising of voices and the pounding of chests and all that bullshit. It's real sick. And I'm saying that I want to get out of there, and they excuse themselves and go upstairs, and then she leaves. And this guy was just getting completely racist, neo-Nazi, SS all the way, except for actually saying Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler. But everything else that he was saying is pretty much right along with this modern-day neo-Nazi white supremacist ideology. Well, he comes down from the stairs after she goes outside and pretty much makes some sort of announcement or remark about getting a blowjob and how enjoyable it was with his whiskey butts. Okay, so I'm witnessing a female who's being exposed to truth and deep philosophical thought and debate and showing that she's somewhat conscious, only to get down, get down, get down, get down, get roof. Yeah, and I'm just picturing that. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted by this world, by the stuff and the filth that I'm constantly seeing and the disrespect. So you invite me to your friend's house, who's obviously a white supremacist, when you claimed that you appreciated my Gnostic podcasts, Archon podcasts, when in reality you were an Archon the entire time. There was nothing un-Arconic about you. You know, that the typical, Irish, drink, face turns red, and all of a sudden, like, this demon comes out. And then he's like, well, I really like you on video, Alex, but in person, I don't. Because I disagree with the fact that you're trying to force bullshit down my throat and turn me into a Jew hater? Fuck you. That is psychic attack. That is Arconic interference. That is the double diss. Hey, Alex, I'm your friend. Meanwhile, they're holding something behind their back. Where are the good people? Where are the good people that watch this channel that are actually within 100 miles of me? You have no evidence at all except the voices in your head that I've done something to you, or that I owe something to you, or that I'm just not good enough. All that stuff in the head. So I'm grateful to be here. I should start a YouTube playlist called Stories from the Road. And I should discuss certain historical moments in my life to add color to what I've already shared. Maybe take certain stories and really explain them to you guys. Now, you can go ahead and hear my open heart sharing that I voluntarily choose to do on this channel and go, Alex Answer, there must be something wrong. You go ahead and you just keep listening to the voices in the skull. But the fact of the matter is, it is happening. Because of the work that I've done, I'm getting more and more emails from men telling me that I'm helping them. Well, how is it that I'm helping people and I'm not screwing people over? But yet I'm having these repeated negative encounters with people that act like they're friendly, only to see them shift and become somebody different the next day. This is why off-grid living is for me. This is why city living is not for me. I'm open to looking at the potential of getting land in northern New Mexico. I did a lot of driving today on the way back, and there's also went the wrong way for a little bit and ended up into some, again, another abandoned, not off-grid, but rural McMansion cabin in the woods community where there's nobody there. Just don't park here, keep going, keep going, keep going, don't park here, don't hike here, don't picnic. You don't own the bling bling, just keep on keeping on. And it is sad. There are so many beautiful homes that are 100% vacant. I've seen so many high-end, multi-million-dollar neighborhoods in New Mexico and Colorado completely fucking empty with maybe one car for every 10 houses. This is disgusting. And there is nothing society has actually done for itself for those non-drug addict, home-free individuals that want to live off the grid or want to live in their tiny home. It's like there's this war taking place to get us back into the cities. And have you heard the one about China? It's going to be pushing millions of people from the rural areas into the city to match the ratio that the U.S. has. 90% in the city, 10% out in the country. And again, for all these people foaming at the mouth that BLM and the federal government is the only corrupt energy on our planet. No, it's selfishness. It's people that want to buy up the whole mountain and say, that's mine, I'm a billionaire. That's mine, I'm a millionaire. That's mine, I work for this shit. That's mine, the street is for you. And then we stay in the streets and we get that pound on the door. No sleeping in your vehicle. This is inhumane. And the actions that people are taking now is going to lead to the world that we're going to live in tomorrow. And so I want to end this whole travel thing in the next few months. I need to settle down, and that gas money needs to go towards land payments. And if it's going to come down to, just a plot in the desert in New Mexico for several $1,000s, that may be what I'm looking at. Colorado may not be it. And I fall in love with the freedom that I found in Colorado several years ago. It's like all that seems to be in a state of change. There's very little community. The people that were reaching out to me 6 months ago are not now. Oh, Alex, he's some sort of a bum with his RV. My girlfriend doesn't like him. My wife doesn't like him. There's nowhere for Alex to go. I mean, it's just fucked. And so, I recognize when there is higher feminine consciousness and masculine consciousness that at times, like tonight, will intervene, as my friend did. And, I'm going to end this video now. And it actually feels good for me to express what's been on my mind and how sad and disappointed I am in off-the-gridders that have become micro colossus individuals, even though they're still in poverty. Everybody's now just afraid of everybody else. No one wants to take the time to get to know anyone. People appreciate my content on YouTube, but you might as well be watching this from the planet Mars with an ability to comment in the section. Because within reach, they're not around. A lot of the people that have contacted me, in my opinion, were only interested in getting their story out. Oh, Alex, let me tell you about this. Oh, Alex, let me tell you about that. Let me tell you about the judge that hurt me. Yeah, I'm talking about you too, dude, in Walsenburg. You knew I was in Walsenburg. How is it that a martial arts teacher doesn't want to do martial arts with me or actually, see me progress in the world when he reached out to me 4 months ago to cry about what Judge Judy Wood did to him? What, dude, you think I'm supposed to, report on all your problems for you? Don't you realize that I'm not reaching the people that I could? Maybe if you and I put our heads together in a less selfish way, maybe we can actually get something done. But no, Costilla County, Walsenburg, Alamosa residents. Oh no, only when it's about you and your property and your little problems on your little problem. Then you call Alex Ansary. Who you gonna call? Alex Ansary. There's corruption in the air. And who you gonna call? Alex Ansary. Until Alex Ansary needs a place to park. Then he's just another bum. This video is now coming to a conclusion. There's more videos, no bullshit videos, straight to the point in a way you've never seen before in a long time from me. I'm Alex Ansary. It is February 29, 2016, 4 days after my 36th birthday. How am I not dead yet? It's got to be an act of God.